Relationships that build wealth, create opportunities, the right solutions. That's what we do at J&N Fund Managers.
We're in pursuit of your financial security.
Portfolio and investment management services for individuals and corporate clients, from wealth building and risk management to preparing for a comfortable retirement. Strong, stable, secure.
We're in pursuit of your success.
Let's talk. J&N Fund Managers, your safer, smarter financial partner.
All right. Here comes the team, JNFM, and it's Tuesday, so I know that it's time. It's time for that program, Your Goals Realized. Ladies, good morning.
Good morning.
Dolores and Peter Gay, are you feeling as wonderful as you both look?
Of course.
Here on everything do.
We both are wonderful, Nadine. Wonderful and thankful to be here. And can I say you're looking fabulous?
Yes, you can.
New hairstyle and all. Good morning, Love 101 family. Thank you so much for joining us each week as we bring you the financial advice that will actually help you to actualize your goals.
All right, and it's always good to have you ladies here. So tell us what's in store in the goodie bag for this week now.
Nadine, Peter Gay and I realized that we are in November, close to the end of the year, and even closer to a time when we forget all the discipline that we have exercised since the beginning of the year. So guess what? This morning, we're going to give you a reality check. Be calm and stay on budget. Nadine, listeners, we all know that some of the best times in our lives had nothing to do with money. It was what we did and with whom we spend the time with. So as the holiday time approaches, I repeat, let's stay on budget. The reality is that most of us will spend a little bit more at this time of the year. So Peter Gay and I will look at how you can manage these spending habits. We are making sure that you won't find yourself come January, February at the opposite of the holiday eye.
All right.
Peter Gay, let's talk.
Good morning, listeners. Nadine, it's so good to be back.
Good.
And of course, we're feeling wonderful. Now, we always do when we come to your study and your studio, and we always talk to our listeners. Now, we're on to the serious topic of managing your spending habits. It's not the easiest thing to do, but guess what? You can become or remain financially disciplined and focused. Now, as Mrs. Jones said, Dolores said, with the holiday season quickly approaching, many persons have already started spending in their minds. Now we all need, of course, now we all need to splurge from time to time in order to live in the moment. But without healthy boundaries for our spending, these little habits can really add up and present issues in our financial lives. There are so many different options available to us. We have Black Friday specials coming up. We have Cyber Mondays. And we have many other major sales that are coming up. Now, we're not looking to take away from persons' excitement, but we just want to remind you that come January morning, it's back to the real world. Now, this morning, we're going to look at the different ways in which we can manage our spending habits. We want to continuously remind you to establish a budget. Now, many of us, we need to be able to monitor our monthly cash flow. So this will help us to live within our means. Practical advice. Carry on a notepad. Everything you spend, whatever you spend it on, write it down.
Okay.
The simplest way is better, right? Now, we'll be able to track it for about the next 2 months. November, December.
Okay.
Right. Now, when you write down how much you spend, you should not forget to include your online purchases. These are very critical because we know these sales are coming.
Okay.
Right.
And we have to plan for them as we pay for them in the new year.
Exactly. So we want to reduce unnecessary spending. Automate your savings. Say to your HR department, set up a standing order for me so that my funds, before I get it, goes straight to a savings account. Or If you're not able to do that, take it straight from your savings account and put it from your pay account or your salary and put it straight to an account that you don't touch. Right? This will help you to ensure that you can track the money that's coming in and going out. Rein in your credit card debt. It's the time of the year that everybody is going to be using their credit cards a lot. You should only be charging on your credit card what you can afford to pay off on time and in full each month. Instead of getting those high interest payments going towards your credit card company, they may be directed towards your savings, and they can help you to further achieve your financial goals. Balance is key. As we said, we don't want to take away the element of enjoyment from you. Balance is key. So the point of identifying your spending habits is not to cut out all the spending, but to keep healthy boundaries for areas that tend to get out of control. We want to raise the extra funds. Be creative. Consider sharing your entertainment budget for a month. If you dine out once a week or twice a week, decide to forego that for the next 4 or 6 weeks. You may not do that. You'll cut down on it. Another
so you
idea.
will have the extra money for Christmas.
Exactly.
Okay.
So another idea is to find ways to generate the extra cash you need, such as using your talents. If you like to bake, I said it already, I like cake. So if you like to bake, have a bake sale.
And Nadine, you can relate to using your talent, right?
Yes.
Or you can start a side gig. Let's say you like to sing. You know, things like those. Be creative. And we also want to ensure that we keep all our priorities in mind. Right? Now, at the end of the day, we still have to remember that we have a financial roadmap to follow. Many persons are simply hoping to achieve these financial goals without any kind of roadmap, purpose, or formal plan. And it's similar to getting into your car and just driving all around and not ending to your destination as exactly. You're going nowhere. You have no address, you have no navigation, you have nothing. And driving aimlessly around without knowing where you are, it seems foolhardy. What are you doing? You're wasting gas. You're wasting money. And people do this with their finances sometimes, many times. So instead, set yourself up for success and give yourself a financial GPS by getting organized.
Awesome. Well,
and Nadine, may I also remind our
Definitely.
listeners that Jamaica National has an excellent savings account called the Partner Plan, where you can start out in January every year and dedicate that towards your Christmas shopping. So you don't have to touch anything else for the year, because that is your partner plan dedicated towards that
I like
goal.
that.
Right,
I like
and we
that.
don't want to forget the children. They also have the school savings plan. Speak to Jamaica National about it and see if your child's school will enter it.
I like that. Like that. All right. So you've gotten us back on track now. And these times are not the easiest. Those are reality things that you're talking about. But hearing you and Dolores, I know our listeners are encouraged and they are now equipped to meet the challenges.
Absolutely. And in another forum, Nadine, we'll discuss the meaning of the season to the different groups in our society. But for now, let's focus on what is common to all of us. That's achieving the goals that we set out to do without losing sight.
All right. Thank you so much, Dolores. What did you say earlier? Stay calm and stay on budget.
And Nadine, before we go, I know we have been speaking a lot over the last programs about planning for our children's education. So parents listening with children between grade 6 to 12, here's an opportunity for you to explore the options available to you overseas for your children to study. Join us on Monday, November 16th at the Half Moon Hotel, and at Wednesday, November 18th at the Jamaica Pegasus, when over 30 boarding schools will be in Jamaica under the Betty Walker Annual Boarding School Fair, sharing their offerings with you. And of course, the team of financial advisors from Jane Fund Managers will also be there, sharing expert financial advice.
Awesome. And this is open to
This
anyone?
is open to all parents. And parents
can
don't
register?
think that because it says overseas,
You
your
can't.
child can't benefit. Once your child has what it takes, there are schools that are coming that will fund the total education for
Okay.
your child. So just don't stay at home and say, this is not for me. Go and see what's there. And likewise, Nadine, every member of the JNFM Financial Advisory Team is available throughout the year to provide you with financial advice and guidance. And again, we invite you to contact us through our website or to email us at jnfundmanagers@jnbs.com. Remember that you can text us too at 504-1719. That's 504-1719 for text messages. And thank you, listeners, as usual.
Thank you so much, my dear. Thank you for sharing with us this morning, ladies, inside the program. And thank you, listeners, for making it Your Goals Realized, brought to you by JN Fund Managers Limited. And of course, you can check the Facebook page where you can listen back to the program just in case you missed something and you want to make your notes. It's been great. And God willing, next week we're going to be back again.
Looking forward, Nadine. Thank you, listeners.
Relationships that build wealth, create opportunities, the right solutions. That's what we do at J&N Fund Managers.
We're in pursuit of your financial security.
Portfolio and investment management services for individuals and corporate clients, from wealth building and risk management to preparing for a comfortable retirement. Strong, stable, secure.
We're in pursuit of your success.
Let's talk. J&N Fund Managers, your safer, smarter financial partner.